The very next stage of the CAVA assessing observation is stage 4, the workplace assessment Q&As, the question and answer section of the assessment. So this is an opportunity for you to sit down with the learner or candidate and ask them a series of questions to do with the assessment. And this is going to test their knowledge, their understanding of their working role. So yes, we've seen them within their working role demonstrating their skills, but these questions are going to really help you to understand the learner's knowledge of a particular subject. So the skills and the understanding, knowledge of their working role is extremely important. So in terms of the workplace questions and answers, this should take place away from the work environment, so away from the presence of other colleagues, customers, clients, for example. It should take place within a private room, such as an office. And this is going to be an opportunity for you, the candidate assessor, to ask perhaps 5 to 6 questions to do with the assessment itself. So we're not letting the learner know that they've passed at this stage, whether it's a pass or a referral, okay? So we're following on from the observation, we're going to go straight into those questions. So in terms of the considerations here, the questions that you should choose should be based on the standards or criteria that you showed at the start of the assessment. So once again, we're not here to trick the learner or candidate. We're not here to catch them out, not at all. That's not our role as an assessor. We're just there to test their knowledge, their understanding of their working role. So aim for between 5 to 6 questions based on the standards or criteria. So of course, those standards and criteria could be based from a staff handbook. It could be based from any types of policy or procedure, or even the awarding body whose qualification it is within your subject area. So the questions should be objective. And once again, do not try to confuse the learner. Don't try and catch them out. So keep the questions simple, of course. And in terms of the learner, well, this is a two-way conversation, okay? And if there are any questions that do need to be rephrased, or if you could clarify any points that the learner raises, then that's absolutely fine to do so, to clarify any points as well. In terms of the learner's response, once again, please do make sure that you have a clipboard with you with your 5 to 6 set questions. And in terms of the learner's response, do take a moment or two just to write down how they responded and what they responded to those questions. Okay, when you finish the Q&A section, okay, I would just have a look at the questions, perhaps total them up. Okay, you can mark them to see which ones were correct. This process, the Q&A section, should probably take between 10 to 15 minutes here. And this is going to be done once again in a private room. And in terms of the next stage, we're moving on to is stage 5, which is the result. So do look ahead to our next video for a guide on how to give feedback to your learner.